Okay, yeah, we're live. Um, Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gemini Twin Ascension. I just sent a link out to Melissa as well. Ophelia may be joining me. I don't know if Melissa will in these kind of weird situations right now because of, rock, what's going on outside right now. But yeah, I've been dealing with the karmic being home the past week. It seems like just when I'm starting to get my energy back. Hello, he's back again. Yeah, but off for 2 days. Monday and Tuesday this week. So, um, yeah, really kind of. I'm still trying to get this thing situated right. Okay. Um, yeah, it seems like it's farther away than usual. It's not. I don't know what's going on here. Um, but everybody's dealing with um. And I'm supposed to be taking her to a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Nothing to, it's female doctor stuff. Yeah, fine. Um, we're all dealing with all of this lovely coronavirus crap. My kids, as of this point, will be home at least until April 14th. It's this is only the third day of them being home, and they're already driving me insane. Hang on. She doesn't understand. There's her fiance's wanted to go to this doctor's appointment. Like he's gonna be in because bless her heart, she's 19 years old. They're not, and she's freaking out because she hasn't gotten pregnant yet. And I keep telling her calm down, stop spazzing out. You're 19. It's the universe is trying to tell you it's not time for you to have one yet. But she still insists she wants to go see this fertility doctor, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, yeah. Yeah. So, but like I was saying, my kids are home. They're driving me up the wall. Don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I really do. And I love being able to spend time with them. But this whole being cooped up in the house, not really being able to do a whole lot, it's really, it's grating on everybody's nerves, quite honestly. It really is. Um, but, Karmic, thankfully, has a job that they haven't shut down yet. Well, he's a coal miner, so they usually do. Well, he works in the prep plant. He's not underground, so they're not usually around each other while they're working, anyways. So for that, he still has to go to work. But it's just it's stressful. I found out, I talked to my twin a little bit and found out that he had to travel for work a couple weeks ago to a state where there has been multiple confirmed cases of this virus. So I was, of course, I'm freaking out, worrying about him. Um, because, and we've had this conversation before, if something was to happen to you, I'd feel it here, but you know, I wouldn't know certain things, because who's going to think to message or to contact me, 8 hours away? I don't even know who all there knows about me. So it kind of freaks me out, and I worry about him. And He finally Monday he messaged me. He said, "I'm doing all." He said, "I'm doing fine." He said they've cut travel off for right now, so I'm at home, which to me is a double-edged sword. Um, yes, he's home. He's not traveling. He's not. There's less likelihood that he's going to come in contact with the virus. But at the same time, he's home. He's having to deal with her. He's already closed in. You know, wondering, what the hell am I going to do? Because even over Christmas break, he was whenever we talked, he told me I'm ready to go back to work. He confined. Really understand that, and it worries me. And I've told him, and I've asked him about his family, overseas, because he is not from this country, and I've asked him about that. I haven't gotten a response from him personally. He didn't message me back, answering me, but he did. He made a post on one of his social media accounts that I do see. Yes, I see you. Hang on. Um, but I he made a post, but they're doing okay. So that makes me feel better because I know when he's worried, I feel it and I worry. So everybody's arms, this panic buying, found toilet paper, can't find hand sanitizer. Went to the store yesterday, and there's no ground beef. I looked up and found a bag of potatoes at one of the stores, which but it's ridiculous. This panic buying, needed, and it's making it hard for those that do buy their stuff by the month. It hard for them because I
Take me
used to
off
work
till
in
I
home
finish
health
my
care.
soup.
What?
Take me off until I finish my sandwich and my soup.
Okay. But I used to work in home health care. I worked with a lady that at the beginning of the month when her social came in, we would go and we would buy all of her groceries for the month. There'd be throughout the month that I'd go and I'd pick up certain small things for her, but for the most part, we bought everything she needed at one time, and it was easier that way, because she couldn't get out, and a lot of times we had other things when I was there working with her. We had other things that we had to do, so we couldn't, just go get this, that, and everything else. So people panicking the way they are, it's making it really hard for those that you know live that way. They buy month to month to get the thing that right on. And then you do have the people that they have the autoimmune diseases that they really don't need to be out in. They need to get their stuff and they need to go home and they need to stay there. And then that is another thing that's difficult for everybody to survive. These few selfish are making it difficult for everyone, and it's unnecessary. Yes, I know. That it's a scary thing right now. We don't know what's going on, how bad this is going to. Buying 6 packages of toilet paper, is that going to help you in the long run? Diarrhea is not one of the side effects of the coronavirus. It's not. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm down to my last 2 rows of toilet paper. Anywhere in town, I've got myself and 3 boys here at this house right now. My husband, the comic, is at work most of the time, so I don't have to worry about him. But it's I we went out to the store the other day and I bought 2 packages of paper to cut in half, and we'll use those. Um, but it's just it's there's no reason for this. There's just no reason for it. Quite honestly, it irritates me really bad right now. But I wanted to kind of do a reading to kind of tap into the masculine side of things, because there are some that aren't that are worried about their own masculines, what's going on with them, because they don't have that, you know little thoughtful. I'm not going to say they're thoughtless, but the yes, I'm okay, this is what's going on, even if that's the only the communication we have. It's showing me that he does care enough to say, hey, I know how much you worry, I know how, as out, whenever he doesn't talk, but that he's just, that's him saying, okay, here I am, I'm okay, calm down, breathe. A lot of the feminines don't have that with their masculines. They don't talk, there's nothing there. So I thought maybe we'd do a little bit of a
What are you
reading. I
talking about?
don't
I
know if
still get irritated. I can hear from him for like 3 hours.
that's just you though. You're just but I don't know if Melissa's going to be able to
Weird.
get along because with, being out of work, or the comics that we do deal with are around a lot more. So it's a little more difficult to do certain things that we normally do. So
But
we'll see.
back on the thing that you were talking about earlier. You were talking about not like people not being able to go out and buy stuff all in that panic rush. Like I didn't have money. I don't have money till Friday. And then I just got laid off work because of
Yeah.
this whole thing, because our whole place got shut down. So I got to watch what I spend anyway. And then, so I can't run off
Is
and
one
go buy
is
stuff.
one of
Like, yeah, we bought toilet
yeah, the
paper.
restaurant industry is one of the ones
We
that's
didn't
the
buy like
hardest hit
75 rolls.
right now.
And I'm in the restaurant industry, so I'm currently laid
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. That's what Carmack decided he wanted to turn it on CNN a while ago. What before he was talking about how a couple of the big automotive industry is going about shutting down to disinfect and everything. There, one of the states, I can't remember what it was. It's government mandated that only 50 persons is allowed to come into work at a time. Well, yeah, they do have jobs, but they're not being. So it's just everybody's panicking. Take care of their families. There's no need for it to be this way to begin with. When they first started talking about it, and since it's like a friend of mine out in California, she has an autoimmune disease. She lives with her mom. That she's got a 2-year-old little girl, and mom works at one of the few casinos out there that has refused to shut down. And she walks the floor at this casino, and come to find out that there was somebody that came through that casino that has the virus. So whether her mom gets sick or not, she could potentially be bringing that virus home to her. And with her autoimmune disease, it's just, she could potentially be, pardon my French, she could be fucked, all because somebody was careless and just, did whatever.
Yeah, like my dad, he
So
has
it's,
issues and on oxygen, so we're all just stuck here.
yeah,
Because if any of
yeah,
us go out and get it, then we're going to give it to him.
yeah. I mean, I have a couple of things of hand sanitizer here, because the last time I went into Bath and Body Works, I bought a couple of little purses size, the travel size ones, because they were on sale, and I use them every once in a while. I'm not this, OCD washing my hands and sanitizing. I'm not like that, but I happen to have some of those from where I bought them, so now they're coming in handy. And then I've got almost
Yeah,
everything
I have a
I
couple left.
need. I've got almost everything I need. I think I need to go get some alcohol, which if it come down to it, I could use vodka. We've got a bottle of vodka in there I could use. But I've got basically everything I need here, that if I run out of that hand sanitizer, I can make my own, because you need the isopropyl alcohol, aloe vera gel, and then you can, if you want to scent it, hello, I've got essential oils right here in front of me that I
You
can
can
make
send them with
that.
lavender.
Yeah, you lavender. Well, you can scent them with anything. Lavender, lemon's a good one. Um, the Young Living has their Thieves line, which they're having issues keeping up with demand of the well. Here's another one, the Thieves hand sanitizer. They're they're trying to keep that in stock as much as they can, but come to find out, earlier I was in a group. I was in one of my Young Living group chats, and there has been a 5.7 earthquake out there in Salt Lake City, and that's
Oh, nice.
not far from where the Young Living corporate headquarters is. But from what I understand, the buildings and everything, everybody's okay. The buildings are okay, but it's if it's it's like that meme that come across Facebook the other day. Whoever's playing Jumanji right now, would you please hurry up and finish the fucking game already? Because it's one thing after another right now, and it's Mother Earth's pissed off, and she's doing what she can, and
Not only
I,
that,
you know,
I strongly believe that this virus, though, like, yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going around. Like, we have a viral sinus infection that was going around where before this, there's 5 of us that have this viral sinus infection. And usually sinus infections are not viral, but we got a strain that is. So now you have 5 of us already fighting this sinus infection that's already draining into our lungs. And then this is going around. That's another reason why our boss was kind of a little more than
yeah,
happy to shut down so we all don't die.
yeah,
But
yeah.
with
Well,
the
and that flu popping up in China as well.
the flu already went around, we lived through it. We're good. But
Yeah,
also, like, where I'm getting at is I strongly believe like this
but a lot of people
coronavirus
are
thing.
saying if
I was trying sorry,
what
I'll put that down for a second. I was trying to say, like, the coronavirus thing, like, I strongly believe it's actually biological warfare. Because, we were in a fight with Korea, and then all of a sudden, all of a sudden this coronavirus thing starts. And that's just my opinion. And I think
yeah.
that the reason why they're shutting everything down is because they're saying it's a virus, but it's a cover up for something else.
Oh yeah, I bet I've thought that as well. But what was it? Oh, that have you ever seen Kingsman, the Secret Service, the
Yeah.
first one,
Mm-hmm.
where Samuel, and I can hear Samuel L. Jackson's lisp in this movie. I love the Kingsman movies. I just really do. But he's saying we are the virus. Mother Earth she's trying to purge some of this. She's trying to heal herself, and
Well,
as
with
the
this
light
virus too, like,
workers,
she's also trying to stop it from spreading. Like, she made it snow again, keep the virus cold, keep it frozen. She's trying, but now
here
it's
it's
to the
been
point to
raining.
where she's like, okay, that didn't work, so let's heat it up and wipe some of these people off. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean she's trying to do something, and the light workers and everything. We've got to do something to help her. You know, start speaking out more about ways to help. Basically stop being selfish asshats. come into that space of the unconditional love, start, doing things for, the benefit of others because
They'll
it's
buy
the right
20
thing to
packs
do,
of
not
toilet
just
paper and
because,
then sell a roll for $100 a roll. Like, don't do that. Like,
yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
I would rather wipe my
come
ass with poison
from,
ivy.
yeah, come from doing things because it's the right thing to do, not because, oh, you look really, really good. No. If that's the only reason you're doing something, you're doing it for the wrong reasons and it's not really going to help
Around here for
because
the
you're,
toilet paper, Giant Eagle put a thing on it to where you're only allowed to buy 1 pack per cart per customer.
I'll say
They had to
our
kick the
Walmart
guy out
here
because he was trying to buy plates.
put a two pack limit on it, which we usually only buy 1 pack and we buy a specific kind that it lasts longer. But it's just people are just being stupid and selfish, and it's not helping the situation at all. It's really not. And of course, I start a video, and I promise you, before I started this video, I actually went to go pee. But guess what?
We're talking about TV, so
Well, and mother of 5, I have the bladder of a perpetually pregnant woman, and my twin thinks that's so fucking hilarious. Every time I mention it to him, he thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, well, it's just, yeah. So I will be right back.
I probably froze.
I hope I don't.
On other news fronts, everyone's freaking it out about being quarantined. And in a way, it's no different than how I normally live life. Sit at home and do nothing. So now I'm just at home. I don't get to go out for work. I mean, so I'm stuck in the house 24/7, but I'm good. I've been in depression and quarantining myself for months, long before the corona. Not like y'all can see me because I can't hold the camera right. But yeah. Oh, this is like a dress that I bought from Ross for like $5, and I wear it around the house as a nightgown. Woo, that was spicy. I made some tomato soup with lots of chili powder, so I was hungry. Want Dad go to bed? On the bright side, I showered today. Yes, my hair does look beautiful. Where the hell's my camera? Because I finally washed it. Didn't have a shower snap, so I had to wait for 4 days to shower. And we also got this cute, beautiful little kitty. Hi, Pepper.
Kitty, kitty.
Say hi. Say hi, Pepper.
Hi, Pep. Yeah, Sonny's in there in the bathroom right now. Yeah, but oh, don't fall, please don't fall. Thank you. Okay, so what did I do? Okay, there they are. What? Okay, so
I don't have
little
my
help,
cards
babe. Where
pulled
are we
out
going to
yet.
start with this?
I don't know. You still owe me reading.
Oh, I know.
Not that you owe me one. I just
Trying to think of
wanted to be a little
where do we
ass
want to
hat.
start, baby?
You want to start with that new deck?
Let's see.
New deck. I'm hearing newest deck.
Oh, that I have like 2 or 3 new decks right now.
Well, I just heard
Which I was
newest
sitting there
deck.
looking at my. Yeah, I was just sitting here looking at my Earth Warriors deck. We'll start with just what somebody knew. Yeah. But yeah,
Because if I do it, I'm going to pull out the star seeds, but give me a second to get settled because I did just eat a giant bowl soup. And then I'm going to get settled, set up my table because I got to pull for my Instagram followers, the ones that still said, yes, pull a card for me after me not pulling anything for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Because I want ghosts.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow? Maybe we could put a video on my channel tomorrow. And we could just do a combined all signs second half of March.
Other than taking my daughter to her doctor's appointment tomorrow, I don't think there's anything really going on
Okay,
that
so
I
we
can think
can
of right now.
I don't know. I might do it during the day. I got to go eventually get the laundry back before they shut that down.
Oh, I have to leave here. Her appointment's at 2 Eastern time, so we've got to leave here at 12 because I'm on Central time. So we've got to leave here around 12 so we can get up there in
Oh, so you'll
time.
be gone all afternoon. It's okay. I'll do a video.
I don't know. I don't know if I will or not.
I don't know if I should do all sides or if I should just do one big long video and timestamp it.
Oh, shit.
I think I might just do one big long video and timestamp it since, I haven't done any videos for 2 months and be like, it's for the second half of March because I've been gone.
Yeah. I've been trying to do at least one a week, whether it's, whether I do it live or, record it and put it up. But one thing that I have noticed lately about, especially personally for me, is the completely, absolutely random visions that I've been getting that make no sense. There's no what's going on in my life. And yeah. No. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. One of the white chocolate ones, please.
Vanilla?
It says on there white. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot we
That
bought
brought me
those.
back. The Karina, where she's like, "You're white. Do you taste like vanilla? Well, you're dark. Do you taste like chocolate?" Do you remember that part?
Oh. Yeah. Okay. You're being really, really jumpy and irritating. I know you're irritated. Please settle your energy down.
I'm just wired. Sorry.
No, it's not you. I
Am
know
I
where it's
frozen?
coming
Can you
from.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. Ajna Durga. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's see, 15. What do we have? To
In a
stop
way, I'm kind of
energy
glad
loss.
that we're all like everything's shutting down and they're putting everyone like in quarantine because I haven't been liking the people for a while anyway. And that means I don't have to work around a bunch of people for a couple weeks.
Okay, hang on. Thank you. Okay, before I start that, where did you go, baby? There you are. I'm going. Something just hit off the bed because yeah, that would laugh your asses off. Because I was looking for the card to come out, and I better eat that pork melts. But let me see if I can find it. I just noticed something in this book, and I'm going to go ahead and look at it first because it really stood out to me. I did some automatic writing. Oh, let me see what it was. Yeah, it was back in September after shit hit the fan. And I heard this word. It was Lolo. Lolo. Didn't know what the hell it meant. But here, I'm not going to dig through the deck to find it, but we have, you can see that, this card in this deck.
Lolo.
Lolo. Number 16, it says, stand in the light. You are unique. You are a divine and beautiful being from the crowd. Sometimes this evokes jealousy or desire in others who want to possess your light and beauty as their own. You need never fear another or believe they can harm you. Allow yourself to be who you are. Do not try to hide your inner light and beauty. You are meant to be seen. Your soul is nurtured and protected by your love for Great Spirit. Okay, and that's just I don't know why it stood out, but there's a reason. It says spiritual guidance. In Malagasy, the language of Madagascar, Lolo, hello Carrie. Lolo means butterfly, moth, and soul. Hmm. The sunset moth of Madagascar is big, beautiful, and bright. I really ought to go through here and find this card because it is really pretty. I can see whilst most moths are nocturnal creatures that are active at night, the sunset moth of Madagascar is a creature of the day. With iridescent wings and creating a kaleidoscope effect as they refract the light, they are considered by some to be the most beautiful insect on earth. Yet in subdued light, their wings can appear far less remarkable. Without light, their true beauty cannot be recognized. You, like this unique creature, light, light to nourish your life force, and light to reveal your true and remarkable divine beauty. You are meant to shine your divinity in the world in the daylight, not kept hidden under the cloak of night. Okay, okay, thank you. The bright colors and shapes of the sunset moth's wings and their presence in full day leads many to mistake these unique eyes. You too will find people do not always realize who and what you are. They mistakenly assume that your joy and beauty indicate that life has always been easy for you. They may fail to recognize the true depth of your soul and experiences of dark and struggle that you have overcome to become the virtue can now be seen as. There's quite a bit to this card, honestly. It says, when you're ready, say aloud, I am cloaked in divine glory, light, grace, and beauty. I am the child of the divine and am protected in the sanctuary of absolute divine love now and always. So be it. Dance, meditate, rest, or pray with your cloak around you now if you wish, and keep it with you for as long as you choose. You have completed your healing process. I didn't read the whole healing process thing on that. But I will go back to the card that actually fell out in just a second because I really want to find this card. Here you are. I opened the book. The card that popped out was a 15. So I was looking for 15, and 16 was the one that. What happened? Did you remove yourself? Or did
By
it
accident.
pop out? Okay.
I was trying to mute myself
But
because I was opening up my door.
yeah, this is the Lolo card. And I don't know, it reminded, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I know, I've seen that word. I know I've seen that word. And it was last year when I was doing automatic writing, and it was at the very end of the session. The last part I wrote, it says, I love you, babe. Everything is happening for a reason, just as it should. And then it didn't come through real clear, so I'm not sure. I wasn't exactly sure what it meant, but I heard Lolo. I'm like, the hell? And you know me, I went into Google Translate. Nothing in Spanish, Catalan, Galician, none of it. So I didn't know what it was, and I said, not clear, not sure if that's what I heard. And then I see that word in this book, and I'm like, okay. He's basically telling me I need to reset my circadian rhythm because I'm not getting enough sunlight. I'm sleeping most of the day. Okay, man.
I use
But the one that actually,
curtains, so I hide some sunlight.
what?
Sorry, I had a text message.
Mm.
It wasn't my twin. I think his phone died. He was messaging me that, or else he turned me off. He has his meeting, and he's probably like, "She's gonna text me the whole night," and just turned it off.
Okay, the card that actually come out, and I'm not gonna actually try to pronounce it because, yeah, but it's the power of good. There's a tiger and let's see, butterflies and all sorts. It's a
Let me see
card.
it.
It says you need never lose faith in the power of good. You need never lose
I can't
faith
wait.
in how much you can. Yeah.
Ajna
Yeah.
Dorga.
Ajna. Yeah.
Dorga. I think that's how it's
You
pronounced.
need never lose faith in how much you can accomplish as an independent and inspired individual in this world. You need never believe that you are alone or without divine protection. You need never fear evil. The third eye of the Divine Mother sees all things, is ever watchful, and is ever just. She births through holy vision the manifest power of good in all realms. Her gaze is upon you now. Trust her. And that kind of goes into, what I was talking about a while ago, what's going on right now. All these, selfish people not thinking about others. And a lot of people are scared out of their minds right now. And we don't have to be afraid. We just have to open our hearts and listen and do what we know is right and just. So, yeah. What?
Nothing. I just wanted to laugh.
Don't be a pervert. Okay.
Oh
That
my
was just a
god.
little.
So we're playing the game tonight and we get stuck in the one area and he's just in there jumping up and down. And the other teammate was like a little kid and we were trying to ignore him and I'm just sitting there laughing because I know what was going on and what was being insinuated. Because all I did because I crouched down, he was just jumping up and down behind me and I'm like, Jesus. And this little kid's just in there throwing rocks at us, has no idea what's going on or what happens when you play video games with your significant other.
I need to ask him what his is. Maybe we can play together sometime. I don't even know if we have the same games. He plays it every once in a while, but
You do, so we could all play together and all talk together. That'd be nice.
we'll see. It would be very hard for him to actually talk to us if other people are around.
Listen, I love you, but stop putting my cards everywhere.
What? They're already cutting their hours back.
For what? Jerks work?
They were open from 6 to
12.
You see, timeout. You're not gonna like it.
what? She hears me. But that just. Let's see. These boys are about to drive me up the wall. And my heart breaks for my 17-year-old because he may not get a graduation now.
Oh no, I ain't doing that up against my bed sheets. My bed sheets need washed. That looks bad.
I don't know why this is not showing up on YouTube.
What? It was. I had a notification that you were on. I didn't even pay attention to the messenger.
That's not showing up on mine. What do we do now, babe?
I need something to lay down across my nasty bed sheets. I said I needed something to lay down on the across my nasty bed sheets.
I put a new sheet on the bed a while ago after I sprinkled some baking soda with different essential oils, and I sprinkled it all across the bed and then vacuumed it off. It was kind of funny because I was literally standing on the bed with a vacuum cleaner.
Damn it. Found something. A placemat.
Well, I've got my little wooden.
Good thing it's all just us.
Yeah, and he's only working 8 hours tonight. He messaged me a while ago. They're only working 8 hours because there's no coal right now because it rained all day.
Well, he's a wiener.
He's an asshole. Yeah. I finally fell asleep this morning. I guess he turned the TV back on and started. I don't know if it was Ancient Aliens or what, but he was watching something about Hitler trying to, find this weapon of mass destruction or something. I can't remember what he was watching, but it seeped into my fucking dreams.
I've been having nothing but apocalypse dreams lately. And living in bunkers and shit, so.
Well, I have asked him repeatedly not to watch TV in here while I'm asleep for that very reason, because that shit seeps into my dreams. I still hear it, and he won't fucking listen. I was like, go in the living room and watch TV. Well, the boys will sleep in there, especially right now since they're out of school. Well, the other night it was Jacob. Jacob's in there sleeping. I said, he doesn't have school. It's not going to bother him. Go in there and watch TV. But he won't. I guess he'll just sit here and stare at the fucking wall, or he'll play on his phone. And then once I fall asleep, he'll turn the fucking TV back on. Fucking asshole.
Unplug it next time so he's just, the TV ain't turning on and it's broken.
No, then he'll wake me up. What the fuck?
You know he's going to be way too lazy to get up and go look.
No. Then he'll wake me up wondering what the fuck's wrong with the TV. Like, how am I supposed to know? I got bitched at and woke up earlier because his phone wasn't charging. Well, there's no plug-in on his side of the bed, so we have an extension cord that runs under the bed from my side of the bed. So
you should have made him go get it and tell him if he didn't want to get it, then throw his phone under the bed with the extension cord so he had to go get the phone.
Oh, he said, well, check to see if the extension cord's plugged in. And it was. So I don't know what the fuck the problem was. He just wanted to bitch and wake me up, I guess. I was like, it's plugged in. I said, my charger.
Today, when he comes home, as soon as he falls asleep, just tap him. Hey, I heard a noise. Hey, I heard a noise again. Hey. Because apparently nothing else you're doing is not working. So, or anything else you're doing is not working.
Yeah. Okay, if it comes back out. It's just. He's intentionally doing things right now to irritate me, trying to provoke me, and I'm not giving into it. Well, okay. And it was supposed to come out. Okay. And then we want this for this. Fatima. Love is my. Okay, we have one. Oh. Yeah, he's constantly bitching with me. He's like, well, you never leave that bedroom. You're always. And no, I'm not. I'm out there with the boys a lot of times. But the whole time he was off work this week, guess where he was? In here up my ass. In here up my ass. Why are you being so bitchy today?
I'm always that bitchy. I'm just not realizing it.
No, my divine feminine dex being contrary, which fitting, cranky and bitchy, and yeah. Support, yeah, and that's another thing he did. which the people that I'm getting the job from, they understand, especially right now with everything that's going on. Well, I come home Thursday, and after the second interview, and I told him, I was like, well, I've got the job, but I've got to pay, so I can schedule my licensing test. I said I've got to pay the $69. He's like, okay, and he did anything and everything he could in to make sure we would not have that money, so I could go ahead and pay for the test.
So he would what? I'm sorry, I was not paying attention.
He was doing anything and everything he could. All of a sudden, he wanted to take Jacob. We went out to eat, and which that right there between the tickets, concessions, and then when we went to eat it, that was about 100 for 4 people. Knowing that, I kept telling him, I was like, well, I need to pay for this test. Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. And then, we basically had pretty much enough to get some groceries and then just barely scrape up enough money for me to pay for my test. Well, he goes and buys a tub of Stoker's, which is the smokeless tobacco that he uses at work. It's cheaper. He keeps the tub at work. And but he went and bought that instead of letting me, go ahead and pay for this test to where I can get this job that I need. And I know why he's doing it. Because he knows once I start working and start bringing in money, start getting on he's not going to like it. So whether he will admit it or not, he's trying to sabotage any attempt of me being able to do that.
But meanwhile, he doesn't know that you have money.
No, actually, I don't right now. I really had to use the money the kids could eat this week. So, yeah.
Well, if you can, try to save what you can that he won't know about. So you have your money for your test. So all of his sabotaging efforts don't work. Don't let him win.
Oh, he won't. If need be, I don't want to do this, but if need, I'll go to my daddy. And he knows this. So I don't know why he's pulling this shit. I will straight go to dad and say, look, I don't want to do that, though.
I don't know. I might just do all 12 videos real quick tomorrow. Just little short ones. He's like mid-month, half readings.
Okay. I don't know what he said, but I swear my 13-year-old just said, oh, yeah, I got a dildo. But I know that's not what he said. They're playing some game.
You never know what they said. Maybe that is what they said. If you could hear half the words some of these 5-year-olds said to me during this game today, I would, oh my God. We're sitting there playing, and it's like all the adults, when the adults are on playing, and then as soon as all the kids get on and play, like all the adults get off, and you just hear like the adults bitching about the kids, like, I wiped your ass, kid. It's It's like the adults get so pissed because the kids, they jump around, weave, and stuff like that. Like it's Fortnite, but it's not Fortnite. And they have no tactics to their thing whatsoever. So you can't even do anything because these kids have no tactics to nothing. And then they just there's a respect between the adults that when all the adults are playing, the adults actually respect the fact that everyone needs a spawn. So they usually don't go back into the spawn and like guard the spawn. When all the kids are on a team playing, you can't get out of the spawn because the kids just sit there and guard the spawn and shoot everybody off. And you can't even spawn without dying. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I got off the other night because of it. I'm like, I can't play no more. But some of the things the kids say, like I had one kid sit there going, "Fuck you, fuck you and your mom." And I'm like, okay.
Really?
What? I can't do that part.
Hey, you can't say it yet. That was just okay. You say so.
I'm pulling my cards for my site real quick while you're pulling cards for everyone else. I'll chime in when I'm
What?
ready. Because I'm pulling cards for my Instagram real quick while you're pulling for everyone else. The ones I promised them a week ago.
Oh. All right. I've been on here for almost an hour already, and I haven't even started the reading yet. Oops. I was getting so good about talking for a little bit and then getting straight into the reading, and oopsie daisy. All right. Don't be a douchebag. Okay. Whoa. Watch your mouth. All right. What else? We'll do another, because I'm just curious. I'm going to do another tarot deck. Jake! Monkey! Quieten down, please. Oopsie. Oh, that was kind of ear piercing.
Sorry.
Jeez. Really? Okay, I'm going to take all of them. You got a lot of air coming through from 2 different decks. Alrighty.
I could put it on do not disturb. For some reason my do not disturb doesn't work and it all comes through anyway, so I give up.
Turn your notifications to silent. Okay.
There. So now if I miss a text message from someone sweet, I'll be angry. I'm joking.
Well, to it, it'll still, the notifications will still come across. You just won't hear the sound. Okay, so start
Hopefully.
with the masculine. We have a cat, which is dedication. Let me look at something on this one, because this is not one that comes through a whole lot. But I'm hearing, he's rededicating himself to the connection. Please and thank you, I hope.
More he's trying to sit there and deny the connection still. Sorry. Personally.
It says it is time to complete a current project and dedicate yourself to a new venture. It is safe to commit.
Text that to him.
So they
apparently he has me muted. Apparently he has me muted, so text it to him. I'll tell you that in a minute.
I'm not texting that to nobody.
Go on, I'll tell you in a minute.
But it's basically they're wanting, that to finish the karmic ties that they're in right now and rededicate themselves. It's pretty much what I was getting before I even opened the book. They know who they want to be with. They know what's going on. And then we have,
except for travel plans are delayed for right now.
What?
I said except for the fact that travel plans are delayed for right now.
Oh yeah, I know. But it says receive love and appreciation, gracious gracious acceptance is honestly this could be the other way around, because it's what I'm trying to get through to him, trying to show him. Okay, thank you. Trying to show him that I do care. Wanting to make sure he's okay, wanting to make sure he's not sick, wanting to make sure, he's safe at home. And he just said, he's like, listen, I'm trying to tell you, I see that. And okay, he's telling me that he understands what I'm doing. And a lot of the masculines are feeling the love that we're pushing, we're pushing out to them, and they're working on accepting it. They're just, a lot of them were not conditioned on how to receive that love properly, but they're working on it. And he said, Tavale, I see you. I get it. I know why you're doing this. That's why I opened up and I was like, here, I'm home. I'm safe. I'm okay. I understand. And a lot of the masculines, they accept that love. It's hard for them, but they're working really, really hard on that. And then we have, and the card's going to go flying. We have, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And this is what they're doing. Their triangle of, the big bad masculine, they can't show love, they can't show emotion. Break that cycle. They're thinking boys can't cry, boys can't show emotions, and all that, and they're trying to break that. One of the karmic patterns that they were brought here to break, that that patriarchal men have to be this way in order to be considered men. They're trying to break that. And then we have, and you'll see when I get into the feminine and then the messages from spirit, you'll see what I was laughing at a while ago. We have the Ten of Swords, finality. They are on that final leg, that final push to get them over this hump, to get them, to where it's a little bit of a, excuse me, smoother sailing for them to get where they want to be, to get where we want to be. And they're, final, like Lexi says that one a lot, and I just actually heard it too. They're really pushing towards that. And then we have the King of Swords coming through from another deck. And like I said, there's a lot of air in here. Connected to law, government, which to me, that's, the law and everybody, they're keeping certain things stuck. Like with my own masculine, there's, certain that he has to deal with to get him out of what he's dealing with right now. But it's not just that. It's not just the divorce. It's not just the custody. It's, the travel plans right now, like you said a while ago, the travel plans are all put on hold because of this virus. And it's almost karmic doing is what I'm hearing. The karmics or it's almost a last ditch effort for the karmics to try to keep the twins apart. And we actually have a viewer now. I just noticed that. What? Yes, I'm still doing this. What do you want? Okay, go. My 17-year-old comes in here. Oh, you're still doing that? Yeah. But the karmics are doing whatever they can to try to sabotage this because they feel it. They know that their time's up. The masculines are tired of this shit. They're going to do what they can to be free of it. So they're trying to sabotage it. And then for the feminine, we have the warrior saint. It says, I am the warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. And this is something a lot of the feminines are having, accepting that support from others when we need it. We think we have to do it all on our own. And I was just sitting here saying that a while ago that, if it comes down to it, I can go to my dad and have him pay for that, to pay for me to go ahead and schedule my licensing test if I want to do that. But I'm kind of being a little bit stubborn about it. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to do it on my own. But this is the universe.
I think your dad, though, if it comes down to that, he'll pay for you in a heartbeat because he knows what you're trying to do.
I know, but I don't want to have to do that. Oh, it's Mel. Okay. But that's kind of the universe telling the feminine, don't be so stubborn. Take the support that's offered you, that's when the support is coming from a loving space, take it. Don't, be leery of those that are just trying to, do something for you just so they can get something out of it. No, don't take that kind of support. But, and then we have.
If she's typing, I can't read any of it, just so you know.
What?
I just have the one thing. If she's typing anything, I can't read it because I just have the one thing open right now, and that's the one I'm talking on.
She just said hi. But then we have from the Whispers of Love Oracle, and I just noticed this. It's appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. We're having issues right now. It's up in the air, how things are going to work out given the current state of the world. But I just noticed this when I picked this card up. The masculines is the card number 34. The feminines is 33. Yeah, that was just kind of cool. But the feminines are, telling the masculines to appreciate this moment. If you're unable to travel, unable to do things, appreciate the time that you get to spend with, your kids, if you have them, your family. Um,
Or the
do
more time
certain
you get to
things,
spend on video games.
the time that you can spend, doing things that you want to do, not things that you have to do. Uh, 3344. But appreciate the small things in the moment. Don't constantly stress out over everything. And then we have, and this is going into what I was laughing at a while ago. We've got a lot of, close number, 33, 34, and then we had the masculine had the 10 of swords from the beautiful creatures deck, and now the feminine has the nine of swords card from the same deck, and it's anxiety, and it's the feminines are, telling you masculines, we feel your anxiety on, certain things, your uncertainty about the future, my own masculine worrying, about his family overseas because he can't get there to them, having to deal with certain things at home that he would rather not, have to deal with, because I know that's part of the reason why he enjoys traveling so much, because he's not with her as much. Because he's even said it, he made a comment one night, when I'm traveling like this, he says we don't fight as much, so he gets away from her, so they're not fighting. And I think this time, no.
Jesse just unplugged my tablet because I finally found the charger that works.
Oh, Jesus.
And he just said if I don't stop talking, he's gonna hide it in his room.
Jesse Dakota.
He's just being a big brother.
No, he's trying to be a daddy.
Well, maybe
I honestly think
stuff up a little.
Yeah, I know. But I honestly think that this time he has to spend with her is going to really show him some things that he hasn't been wanting to face, that she's been trying to hide, and she's not going to be able to hide it now. I just got that. So, and then we have Mirror. What was I just saying? Who or what is triggering you? And this is where the karmics are going to be triggering the masculines, and holy shit, I really don't want to be with her anymore. How am I going to fix this? So, yeah. And then then we have the Ace of Pentacles, gift, important documents. You're going to get it, babe. Stop stressing. It's green. He was stressing about his green card. Your boys are going to be okay. But yeah, there's the feminines are wanting to get, also the feminines are wanting to give their masculine a gift of, just could be something small, not, it wouldn't be, but it's something that's significant between the two of them. So, yeah.
Oh,
But
so
that
like
one
him
just kind of,
up, like, hello, how are you? Fans are lifted and I'm here. Oh my goodness, my soul is on fire. Do you like I did that all very monotone?
yeah, that's just that card right there. And when it came out a while ago, it didn't hit me until yeah, Ace of Pentacles, it's green, important documents. Yeah.
Important documents, maybe divorce papers.
Oh God, where did my head? Where'd it go? Well, it's not just divorce papers. It was something he was talking about a while
I'm
back.
saying hopefully divorce papers
Yeah.
because me and him talked about it.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Everything just got tangled up. Okay. Well, he really needs his green card because as of right now, his oldest boy, he's gonna be 16 soon. But with their status in this country right now, his son cannot get his license because of this. And the company he's working for has kind of been dragging their feet about, getting him his actual green card to where his kids can have a more normal life here. And that's why I got a little giggly on that one. Okay, Melissa. So the thing that right there that I was just giggling about though is I'm sitting here. I was going into the messages for both twins from the angels, and I'm sitting here looking at the high priestess card. Harness your mystic powers. And I'm sitting there, I was like, I feel like there's something more that this deck, this is my Angels and Ancestors deck. I feel like there was something more that this deck was wanting to say. So I reach over and I pull the card off the top of the deck. High Priest. High Priestess.
So we're on the same vibrational
Yeah.
frequency and love each other just as much.
Yeah, yeah. They're feeling everything, the anxiousness, the worry. They're feeling everything that we feel. And again, that goes back into I know that's why Monday he reached out because he felt my panic because the last I'd heard from him was that Monday have you made it there yet? And he said, well, yeah, I just landed. He said, I'm going, straight to the hotel. I don't have to be at work till Tuesday morning. And that's the last I had heard from him. And then the very next day, it comes across that, there are confirmed cases of this virus in the state that he had just landed in. So I've been sitting there panicking, worrying. And I think he finally,
My twin
I
literally
think
opened up
my
his arms
panic
and
finally
said,
got,
I want to get it done and over with. Give it to me. That's what he said. He's
he
just trying to wait.
finally is like, okay, I can't deal with, I know, let me ease some of that for you. And one of these days he's finally gonna realize this. He really will. But the messages from the Holy Angels, Universe, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, to both twins. We have rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break, and that is what Mother Earth is doing right now. She is forcing so many of us to stop and take that break. Yeah, we're panicking over the food issues, the money issues. We're panicking over all of that, but she's like, hey, this is necessary. You've been going and going and going and going, and not taking time for yourself, not taking care of me, not taking care of Mother Earth, not taking care of yourselves. So I'm going to force you to do it. We're going to force you to slow down, take a breath. It's actually important. So and then you've got, and it almost, the picture on here, it almost reminds me of at the end of Moana, where she lays back down and she becomes the mountain again. She's kind of cuddled up in almost that little bit of fetal position, but she's got her hand on her face. That's what this card reminds me of. It's like Tafiti is wanting to be happy, wanting to be peaceful again. She doesn't want to be this angry fire, she doesn't want to be that. She wants to be this peaceful, calm, flourishing planet again. And she's right now she's spitting fire trying to get everybody to fucking listen to her. And then we have, let's see, I know I'm going out of order on this one, but no, that's Mother Earth. She's, if you think, in Moana, the heart of Tafiti,
I
it was.
connected it now. Sorry, I was disconnected for half of that.
Yeah.
I'm connected. I get you.
That. Here, draw the circle.
You know, I don't have an attention span right now, so it takes me a second.
I know. But from the Work Your Light, we have the crumbling. Is essentially the Tower card. It says, what are you clinging to? And then we have longing for home. And this had come up the other day. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. But, what are you clinging to? Is it,
Why is it
this... I don't know. It's this... We've all got this idea of what we want life to be like. And whether we keep clinging onto it so tightly, regardless of, whether it's toxic for us, it's making us sick, it's not, it's not healthy for us. And, it's asking us, what are we clinging to and why are we clinging to it so hard? When you know where you belong, you know where your heart wants to be. And both twins know this. They know where they want to be. They know where home is. And it's just Spirit's saying, hey, listen, stop. Get out of your head, go back into your heart, realize what you were here to do, what you promised you were going to do when you got here. Stop being little, egotistical little bitches and do what you were sent here to do. And then we actually had 3 from the Gilded Tarot deck come out. The first one.
It's funny because I drew a quick blank on this last card, very last card that I drew for one of my followers on Instagram. And you're saying that, and it was big picture thinking. And you're saying, get out of your head and think with your heart. And I literally just typed it subconsciously. So I'm sending it.
Well, I just noticed this. We have another from Spirit. We have another High Priestess card come out. Secrets to be revealed. Certain things are. I was just sitting here talking about how this time the twins are having to spend with their karmics. There's going to be certain things that are going to be coming up that the karmics have been trying to keep hidden. But they're not going to be able to keep them hidden anymore.
Oh, like the stuff that I got blamed for?
Yeah. And then we have the Queen of Cups. That's a lot of us have got to learn to be more caring to those around us. Not always be a bitch. Which, sometimes you have to be a bitch to get your point across. And then again, we have more swords. We have this, more air, which Gemini, Libra, air. Yeah. See how as you go hand in hand right here. We've got the 7 of Swords, diplomacy, not aggressive. Things aren't necessarily going the way we want them to, but they're going the way they should. And then we have the Page of Swords. Again, more air. We actually have 9. We have 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, and the King of Swords. The only thing here is the Queen and the Knight. It's just, but the inspection. Figure out exactly what it is you want and go for it. So don't take, just because things aren't going the way you want them to, doesn't mean they're not going the way they're supposed to. What you just what was that? Look a little closer at a situation because it's not what it seems.
Are you talking to me? I was zoned out for a minute.
No, that just what's not what it seems. Yeah, he's trying to. Well, you're gonna have to be more specific about that one. You're gonna have to tell me them. But guess what? Perpetually pregnant woman has to pee again. Your card's ready or almost ready.
I do. I'm not ready to read them yet.
All right, hang on. I will be right back.
I just finished pulling all my cards for my Instagram. Aww. Thank you. I don't want to hear about Trump, Dad. Stop talking about Trump.
Pacific is an ocean. All right. Sonny, we're outnumbered, aren't we? In a house full of testosterone. Stop that! Oh, I hear you. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. You're not getting my headphones. Okay. There we go, Sonny.
He's my baby girl. He's my baby. My baby girl.
Are you ready?
Oh.
No.
Tough.
I
Do
just
it anyway.
Huh?
Do it anyway. You need to do.
Don't
You
rush
need to
me.
get back into your reading. Get into them and clear some energy out, especially
I just
with all the
did
shit
13
you've had going
cards and you
on.
can see the beautiful comments that I got. They missed me and I missed them and they say I'm still on point. Oh, Jesus.
Yay!
Let me go have a smoke and then
Yeah.
I'll get to it. Oh, I do have other ones.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back through and watch some of those reading later and remember it and write it down because, well, the one part that keeps sticking out to me though is Ace of Pentacles, important documents, and it's green. No, that was a reason that's
I
crystal.
keep seeing divorce.
Yeah.
Divorce paper.
Can you hear them in there screaming? Please tell me you can't
Yeah.
hear them.
I can hear them screaming. I just let them go.
Jesus. Hang on.
pretty sure I just read that she wrote, I'm losing my mind. Okay, put this down for a minute. I actually charged my phone so I could do it because I let that phone die too. I'm going to go smoke and then I'll get to these readings.
Okay.
Chubby girl walking here.
Yeah. I
All
had
right,
to
so
mute it for
whenever
a
I
second.
do this, you can hear me, but you can't see me, right?
What?
You can hear me, but you can't see
I
me, correct?
see you. See, you're. It's not a very flattering picture of you that's up on the screen right now. Now I can see
Okay,
you
ready?
moving. Yeah.
Is that a better picture?
Okay. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Really?
No.
Lexi's on. Lexi's on right now too.
Ooh, that took a lot out of me. So I said, I'm going to get to reading these cards. I'm just pulling from the new deck I have. I'm not pulling from a bunch of other decks. So I don't want to. I'm not even being called to pull my other decks out, so I'm not going to.
I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks laid out right now. But yeah, we had 2 high priestesses come out, and then with a high priest come with it from spirit. Shit ton of swords. Yeah. And I have a cat giving herself a bath in my lap. Uh, uh, these kids are going to drive me insane by the time they go back to school, if they go back to school.
Hey, put my end on mute for a little bit. Or here, I'll just remove myself. I'll wave when I'm ready.
All right. Yeah. But this it fairly good, you know, positive reading. I still keep going back to that Ace of Pentacles, the green, important documents. That's one thing really worried about. So I really, really want to message him and tell him, that part's coming. It's going to be okay. Which, considering he can't travel a whole lot right now, I think a whole lot of work they can do. I feel like his company will finally get their thumbs out of their asses. Let's see. Let's have one unicorn card from the masculine. What? You gonna help me read? You want to pick one for me? Hmm? Mama's little sonrisa. What? You gonna pick? What? You want to pick one? Okay. Okay. Here. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Which one? Pick one. This one? That one? Yeah? Okay. We let her pick. And what do we have here? From the masculine. And yes, I seriously just let my cat pick the card. Little Miss Sonrisa. Little Miss Smile. Yes, her pretty girl. And we have the Freedom card. Seriously? Hey? Not sure whether to take that as a cheeky comment or what right now. But it says choose your freedom, claim your independence. And yeah, my own masculine sitting there saying, just do it. Just tell him. And I've told him and he doesn't believe me. He's not going to believe me till I start loading. But you know, a lot of us are in these codependent situations right now where we panic when we don't hear back immediately from someone. And you know who I'm talking about on that one, and I know you can hear me. But we really have to learn, and it almost seems counterintuitive to the feminine oracle card we got earlier about resources and support. That's okay to rely on others for the help, but also realize that we have everything we need inside of us to do what we need to do. So step up, do what is necessary, but also recognize that those moments when you need help. And he's telling me pull the next one, pull the top one. And we have magic. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Hmm. Okay. Do you believe in magic? Yeah, it's one of the. I'm gonna look that up because I feel there was something else in those song lyrics. I don't know that whole song. The Lemon Spoonful. What a name for a band. I know that I've heard this song so many times, but there's something else in these lyrics. Magic will free your soul. It's like trying to tell a stranger about rock and roll. You know, if okay, thank you. I know where I was going now. You can sit there and try to tell somebody about this journey. Okay, sorry, I was looking at my other phone. Tell
I
somebody
know.
else about this journey, about what you're going through, but if they don't experience it themselves, they're not going to understand it. I could sit there to my sister about it a lot, and she understands the synchronicities. She understands a lot of that, but there's certain aspects of it that she's not going to understand, and that's where your vibe tribe comes in. Those that that you really resonate with, that
I think I
you
just
get
showed
along
the
with,
world
you
my butt.
understand. What?
I said, I think I just showed the world my butt accidentally.
I
But they
wasn't
have
even
underwear on
looking.
today.
But those that are going through a similar situation to you can help each other. It's a support system in itself,
Even when
but
you're
it
ignoring
also
each
goes
other,
back.
you're still helping each other.
Yeah,
We just did that for a
but at the
month.
same,
We ignored
yeah,
each other for like a
it's
month.
yeah, you are capable of the things on your own. And could you hear me the whole time? Did you notice the card that Sunny picked?
I didn't because right then and there, my internet connection gave out and I had to restart the entire feed. Because I was talking to
Oh,
my
she
brother and
picked
you
it
were
for.
talking. We heard you letting the cat pick the card, and then my internet feed died.
Yeah,
Probably
she
because my
picked the
phone's
freedom.
dying.
She picked the freedom
Freedom!
card. Yeah.
Freedom! Okay, can you tell Kaka to listen and stop being a little fucking devil's advocate? Go away.
Angel baby, quit being a little bitch.
Better talk to her.
Angel baby. Oh, son, you sneezed on me. Angel baby. Hey, beautiful.
She hears you. She's looking around the room for you
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Do you
Angel
hear her?
baby.
Do you hear her? Is she talking to you? You miss her, huh?
Angel
Ask her when she's coming to visit you
baby.
again.
Angel baby.
Okay.
You got snot in your whisker. Yeah. Yeah.
I love you, but
We'll do that
sit
later.
down for a minute. It took me forever to even get the cards going the first time. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna pull cards? Let me cuddle." Every single time.
Oh, okay. We're going to put these up now because I have no room to move. What? What do you think? Do you like mommy's cards?
A lot of those cards, I kept trying to pull out doubles for people, and the last person, every single card already came out for someone else. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Like a couple of them, they come out and I get the same cards for some people. But okay, this feels right. And the last person, it was like, nope, nope, try to give them this one. I'm like, no, these don't feel right. So finally, I got one. I'm like, okay, this feels right. Okay. Let's do this for what messages do we have for them? What messages do we have for the Kingsman collective? Message from the divine masculine. Message from the divine feminine. Messages about you. Okay. So we have messages from the divine feminine, messages about union, messages from the divine masculine, and messages from the angels. Crowning of this situation is empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what is not yours. So ask yourself, is the energy you're feeling, is it yours? Is it collective? Is it your divine masculine? Is it from some kind of karmic trying to irritate your energy? Figure it out and be like, these feelings actually are not mine. Either which way, send anybody else's energy back to them and call your power back to you. The root of the situation is I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. And this is literally, to me, what I'm seeing is both twins apologizing to each other.
Hmm.
The twins are like, I'm sorry for the miscommunication. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for not talking to you. It's just, I'm sorry. And please reconnect with me. Please forgive me. Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. So grounding is a huge tool, especially during this quarantine. Find a way to ground yourself, whether that be dancing, singing, doing dishes, taking a shower. Ground yourself. Baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So if you're being pulled in a direction, it doesn't make sense and it doesn't seem like you have the rights and the means to go towards what your intuition is telling you to. Trust your intuition first and always, not your fear. Messages from the angels towards the collective. A child of the cosmos. My throat's starting to close up. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So what's that saying is, we know. Twin flame, people in this twin flame connection, we know. We know what's going on. They're trying to remind you of your light, trying to remind you what to do and how to do it. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Get out of that box. Stop being in that box. Stop thinking in that box. Think with, and this was the card that I pulled earlier as Tabs was talking. It's stop thinking with your head and start thinking with your heart. And those are messages from the holy angel about for the twin flame collective. What?
He's being, but I want to be in the box.
Well, he can get the hell out of the box, and so can mine, because I know that's exactly what they're doing. Get out of your box. Nothing grows in your comfort zone, and everything dies there.
Wrong kind of box, dear.
Look at the screen. Hello.
I can't really see you that well. He's being very cheeky right now.
All right, so messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Divine masculines are basically being given time to, during this quarantine thing, they're being given time to think. Doors are opening and they're seeing that, and it's like a wild card for them. It's like, oh, I'm already off work for so and so long. Does that really mean I really want to go back to that place? That's what it's meaning by, like, that's just an example, but that's like my example I'm giving for that. It's these doors are opening, things are moving, and they're seeing things now. They're able to see things that were once closed off before. Also, and that's their message to the divine feminine too. So that's their message they're giving to the divine feminine. So let me reword that. It's it's a mirroring thing, so it's happening for both twins, but divine masculine is letting divine feminine know, like, you're out of work, you got all the stuff, doors seemed like they closed, but really, are they closed? No, they're opening. Also, another message from divine masculine to divine feminine is star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. They're letting us know activations are coming through, either to them, or they're telling the divine feminine their activations are coming up. Remember, we're light beings. We're not beings of dark. Messages from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yes, I'm yelling at my twin. It's not yours to carry. Draw your boundary lines, set them, not so much with your twin, but with the rest of the people that like to just use you and your energy. Divine masculines. All right, so divine feminine for divine masculine from divine feminine. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. You're getting downloads as well, divine masculine. You're seeing stuff, reconnecting a connection, like Tab said earlier. You're seeing stuff, you're getting ready to reconnect into all this, and you're starting to see it as it is instead of trying to say it's a mere coincidence. Union, messages about the union. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And what I'm getting with this is all paths lead home. Follow your heart. Your heart will always lead you to the right place. This is union energies. All paths lead home. Home is where your heart is. Home is your twin. What? What are you trying to get me to see? A heart on a rock? I can't read words on it. 5. Love. All paths lead home, and I'm talking about loving from your heart. Like, home is where the heart is. And also,
see which deck this is,
union
don't you?
energy. No, I can't see. It's too blurry. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just way too blurry. Your connection's wonky.
The deck that the deck that I communicate with him the best.
All right, so the other messages for union is double mission, light worker, stars, double mission, light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. So we're on a double mission right now. And what that basically is saying is the mission is, yes, get together with your twin, be with your twin, but also spread your light to the world. You need to show the world that there is a such thing as love and light, and stop trying to hide it. We're on a mission to be with our twins and to raise the vibration frequency of the earth. I'm done.
Oh my. What?
That was a very short reading, but it all came out 2 cards per thing, so I just went with it.
Yeah. And a lot of it was basically mirroring back what was coming out in my,
Pretty much. I'm going to pull a couple more, though. Yeah. I'm going to shuffle and pull a couple more. And I'm just going to pull and then see what it says. I'm not going to ask any specific question. I'm just going to pull and see what it says. Angels.
Okay.
If there's anything else, let us know, please. Anything else that the collection, Twin Flame Collective needs to know.
Okay.
Twin
Gonna
Flame
pick one.
Collection. It's a collection. We're a collection of souls.
Here.
We
Well,
are, though.
no. Come here.
Water your garden. This is for both
Pick
divine
one.
masculine and divine feminine. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Take care of
No, you're not
yourself
getting my bag.
first.
Pick one.
After you take care of yourself first, then you can take care of others. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. This one just came up for
That okay.
messages from divine feminine, divine masculine, confirming basically. This card right here is confirming, is what I said, because both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are telling each other activations are happening. As you're like talking to your cat and it's like throwing me off guard. That's why I keep going. I don't have the mental capacity to do more than one thing at once anymore. All right, final card, messages from the angels for the collective. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Home is where the heart is, guys. Divine masculine, divine feminine are devoted to each other, and they know this. And you can't sit there and say that you're devoted and your actions say otherwise. That you have to be devoted 110%
Okay.
with your words and your actions. I am done.
Okay. Well, she
But
was picking runes for me.
The cosmic heart card, when I see it, is basically like screaming unconditional love to me.
Yeah. Well, she picked runes for me, so the first one that she picked, imagine that, this is one I've been using a lot lately, is Fehu. Abundance rune, which I did the other day. I drew it on a bay leaf and I burned it. But I've also gotten to where I have this this perfume oil that I bought from my niece. It's a pheromone. That's regardless of what it is. But this I've been using this perfume oil, and I will draw certain runes or symbols, on me. I can't read it from here. I can't see it. It's too small.
It says, wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven.
Yeah. But the Fehu rune, it's the rune of fulfillment, ambitions satisfied, love shared, rewards received. It's an abundance rune as well. So that was the first one that she picked. And then she decided she wanted to pick another one. 10. Please don't eat my rune. Thank you. The other one we have is Nathuz, which is constraint, necessity, pain. It almost looks like a kind of skewed cross. Let me read this, please. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is a lesson, and that fits in perfectly with what's going on right now, because everybody's having to stay home more. So this rune represents the obstacles we create for ourselves as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be equally difficult to handle. Yeah, and I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm not getting my other questions. Is to identify our shadow, our dark side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weakness that are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally. Work with the shadow, examine what it is, tracks hardships and misfortune in your life. When at last you can look upon the rune of constraint with a smile, you will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of your life as teachers, guides, and allies. Lesson or blessing, basically, is what it's trying to say. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this rune indicates that there may well be holdups and reasons to consider your plans carefully. Clearly, there is work to be done on yourself. So take it with good humor and show perseverance. This is a time to pay off old debts, to restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So mend, restore, and redress. When a fisherman can't go to sea, they repair their net. The strengths of time serve you in writing your relationships to yourself. Be mindful that rectification must come before progress. As always, consider the uses of adversity. You know, that's lesson or blessing is what I kept hearing on that one. Don't ask why me, ask what it's trying to teach me. Why do I keep going through, these certain things? Why do I keep having to deal with these certain people that clearly are toxic for me? But there's always a lesson you know, in things like with Jerkface. It's trying to teach me to stand up for myself, and I'm getting
He's
a
jerk.
lot better about it. Yeah, teaching me to stand up and say, "Hey, enough, no more. I'm not dealing with this anymore." And I can remember very vividly. It was several months back. It was actually back before I come to visit you. He was in one of his moods, and he started yelling at me, and I looked at him and I said, "I'm not going to sit here and listen to you scream at me like this anymore." And he just, the look on his face, oh my God, it was so priceless. He was like, "Holy fuck. She just, she just went there." But he's constantly trying to throw it up into my face. He's like, "Well, I wish I could set boundaries the way you do." Well, if hadn't have treated me the way you did, I wouldn't feel necessary to have these boundaries. He'll scream at me over stupid stuff. It's like a couple weeks ago, or no, it was last week.
A
Mater has
healer is
gotten in
not
trouble.
someone you go to for healing. A healer is someone that triggers that within yourself, your own ability to heal yourself.
Yeah,
Also, I'm
but
going to send
Mater
you a
had
link real quick, and I want you to read it while you're on this.
okay, but my 13-year-old had been giving me crap about doing dishes, and he took forever to do them. So I told him, I was like, "Fine, you want to act this way?" I said, "The next two times, we have to do dishes." I said, "You're going to be the one to do them." Well, Carmick didn't know that I had told him that, and he told my 17-year-old to do it. And my 17-year-old went and told my 13-year-old, "You need to go do dishes." And Carmick got pissed off. I was like, I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "You need to stop." But he got mad at me. He was pushing. He thought he was pushing off what he told him to do. And I said, "You need to stop." I said, "I told my 13-year-old that the next two times that dishes needed to be done, he was going to do them because the way he had acted the last time." I said, "Well, I guess what I fucking say to him don't matter." I was like, in this instance, no, because I had told them prior to you saying this that this is how it was going to be. And he got mad because they ended up listening and doing what I told them to do. He said, "Well, I guess they just don't want to listen to what I fucking tell them to do anymore anyway." I was like,
Um,
"Get
yeah, it's true.
over it." Okay. Hang on. I got to go back to my other account.
And April, I bet we've seen everything bad within these 3 months. April will be better. April, and it has a picture of the Death Star looming above Earth from Star Wars.
Bum, 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 bum,
See,
bum, bum, bum. March is not going to go out like a lamb.
but you see that? That just cracks me up. I love anything that's like nerdy.
Yeah. Book called The Eyes of Darkness was published. On page 333, it says that in 2020, a virus called Wuhan 400 was spread across the globe, causing lung issues and resisted treatment. An accurate prediction and warning of the coronavirus 40 years before it happened. They called the stuff, well, imagine that, from China because it was developed at their rDNA labs outside the city of Wuhan. And I've seen somebody else shared something about the fact that the coronavirus was a manufactured virus, but they did it like in the 80s or 90s I think is what. No, I'd have to dig and see if I could find it again. I don't remember who shared. It only it affects
But
only
yeah,
human
kind of
beings, no
like,
other living creatures.
but it's kind of like the whole Titanic thing. I read the book called The Titan, which was written like 100 years, maybe, or some odd years long before the Titanic was ever built. And a lot of stuff
Hmm.
that happens in that book is what happened during the Titanic and when it sank. So the whole book
Yeah,
was pretty much a prediction of the Titanic. And it was on a book
yeah.
called The Titan. I did a whole comparison. Like I got an A+ for that because I did a complete whole comparison about the whole thing. And I was like,
Really?
it's 16. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should take my bra from hanging down from there. It's been dry for a week. I just never took it down. What? I went to the laundromat. I hang the bra in my car, get home, hang it in my room so I can finish drying. Then it usually just hangs there until I'm ready to put it on. So I'm ready to switch bras for the week. Okay, time to switch bras again. Gotta clean this one, so I gotta wear this one. Okay, are you proud of me? I pulled some cards and I did a reading. I'm getting there.
Yep, you needed to.
I'll get there. But
I
hurry
know.
up if you're gonna keep up with the speed because I literally am dying. Like my phone is dying.
Oh, I was probably gonna shut it off.
All
I
right.
feel like
Well,
you've
I'm
been
gonna
on here
charge
for
my phone for a
yeah, we've
couple.
been on here for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge my phone for a couple minutes. Then, after you shut it off, call me in like 5 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna check on Lexi right quick because she's still alive.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And then you can do my reading.
Yeah.
I did yours the other day.
Actually, technically, I did do one for you that day. You just weren't paying attention to it.
One
Because
thing
I
I can
pulled
pay
cards.
attention to. One thing.
I pulled cards for you and for Melissa that night.
And I wasn't paying attention because I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Hmm. Yeah.
Again, attention span.
I know.
That's why I kept telling you, stop pulling cards for me because I don't have the attention span.
All right.
I did tell you that.
Yeah. If anybody else has managed to watch this whole thing, thanks. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.